So here we have the Ford Kuga on a 64 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside though, you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot first of all. The tailgate on this car will open electronically, as you can see. As we approach the back of the car, you'll also see we have plenty of boot space, which can be extended further by folding down the 60/40 split folding rear seat, should you wish to do that. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it. But now that we've done a full circle, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer. In the middle at the bottom, we have the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauge, and above that, the main trip computer, which includes the total miles for the car. They are 57,008. To the left-hand side of that, it will show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic. We are, of course, in park at the moment. In that central section, we have a trip computer being displayed. You can change that information. So, for example, you can have a digital readout for the speedometer, various bits of individual trip computer or fuel economy information, and then back around to the beginning again. And the buttons that I was using to do that are just here. We have cruise control and speed limiter beneath that, and then stereo and phone controls on the right-hand side. You'll only be able to use the phone controls once you pair the phone up to the car, which is done over in the center here by hitting the phone button and then following the instructions up on screen just there, which we're not going to do at the moment, of course. When it comes to music in this car, we've got DAB, FM and AM radio. Every push of the radio button will take you round in a circle through the different wave bands back to the beginning again. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do so via the CD player. This car's also got auxiliary input, as you can see.
USB device.
USB input once you insert a USB device, of course, and Bluetooth audio as well, all of which is accessed using the buttons just here. Main volume for the stereo is this dial. Below that, we have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature, you can increase and decrease the fan speed, you can change the direction the air is being distributed in down here. And when you're happy with those settings, you can turn your air conditioning off in this case, or back on again. If you wish to, just hit auto. The car will now take control of the fan speed and the direction of the air to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for. You can override that manually at any time you wish to and put it back on your own settings here. With a heated rear screen and a heated front screen, this button will open the tailgate from inside the car. We then have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. The button on the side here will enable you to change up and down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox. We then have heated driver and passenger seats and a 12-volt charging socket. The last thing I wanted to mention is the panoramic glass roof. So we have a little button up here that will open the sun blind. It will stop there, press it again, and it'll open all the way to the back of the rear seats. Now you can leave it like this, and as you'll see, that lets in a huge amount of extra light, or if you wish to, you can open this front section as a proper sliding sunroof as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.